So today, we're going to dive into the simple but really profound teachings of Jon Kabat-Zinn on mindfulness. And the big idea here is that this isn't about trying to become some new, better person. It's about learning how to fully show up for the life you already have. Everything, and I mean everything, starts with this one simple truth. Life isn't happening yesterday, and it's not happening tomorrow. It is always, always happening right now. This single idea, well, it's the foundation for everything we're about to unpack. But here's the paradox, isn't it? If life is always right here, right now, why are our minds so often lost in the past or just racing ahead into the future? And that's the core problem that mindfulness helps us see and gently begin to work with. So this is what it means to live somewhere else. We get caught up bouncing between what we remember and what we're planning for, and we completely miss the life that is literally unfolding in front of us second by second. Kabat-Zinn has a perfect name for this. He calls it living on autopilot. I mean, think about it for a second. Have you ever driven all the way home and had zero memory of the actual drive? Or eaten an entire meal without really tasting a single bite? That's autopilot. We're there physically, but our mind, our awareness, is totally checked out. Okay, so if that's the problem, what's the solution? This is where we need to demystify what mindfulness really is. It's not some exotic, mystical state that's only for monks on a mountaintop. It's actually a basic human ability that every single one of us can develop. And here is his beautifully clear and practical definition. Let's break this down. On purpose, so it's intentional, you're choosing to do it. In the present moment, not lost in the past or the future. And then there's the trickiest part, without judgment, simply watching what's happening without slapping a label on it like good or bad. And this is how we make that definition real, less abstract. It's about noticing the simple, sensory stuff of being alive. Things we normally just tune out. It's like coming back to your senses, literally. Now, this is a super important point. A lot of people think mindfulness or meditation is about checking out, escaping your problems. But what Kabat-Zinn teaches is the exact opposite. It's about turning towards your experience, whatever it is, and finally being fully present for it. So this all sounds great in theory, right? But how do you actually turn it into a practice? How do we go from just understanding the idea to actually living it? Well, it all starts with some simple exercises that are basically like taking your attention to the gem. Here are 3 really foundational practices to start with. First, just using your breath as an anchor to keep you in the present. Then there's the body scan, where you bring awareness to your physical sensations bit by bit. And finally, you can do mindful acts, which is just integrating this presence into everyday life. You can turn something like washing the dishes into a moment of focus. And the real purpose behind all of these practices is the same. It doesn't really matter which door you walk through, the breath, the body, or just drinking a cup of tea. They all lead to the same profound place. The realization that this moment, right here, just as it is whole and complete. Okay, now we're getting to what might be the most transformative part of this whole thing. This is where we learn to relate to our own minds in a totally different way. We're moving beyond just paying attention and into changing our relationship with what we notice. And this is Kabat-Zinn's famous metaphor. The waves, they're your thoughts, your emotions, the stuff that happens in life, and they are never going to stop coming. We can't stop them. Trying to is just exhausting. So mindfulness isn't about building a wall to stop the ocean. It's about learning the skill to actually ride those waves. And this slide really shows that huge shift in awareness. Our default mode, our habit, is to just react. It's a knee-jerk thing. We judge, we fight with what's happening, but mindfulness creates this little space, this pause, that allows us to see clearly and then respond wisely. It's the difference between getting knocked over by the waves and actually learning how to surf them. And as you practice, something really beautiful starts to happen. You realize this isn't about becoming a mindful person or adding another task to your to-do list. It's actually a process of subtraction, of letting go. It's about coming home to a sense of peace that was actually there all along. Let's just sit with that for a second. Your thoughts are not facts. We can learn to see them for what they are, just mental events, like clouds passing in the sky, not objective truths that we have to believe and obey. And just like thoughts, emotions come and go. Think of them as visitors in the house of your mind. You can learn to greet them politely, acknowledge they're there, and then let them leave when they're ready without letting them take over the whole place. And through all the storms of thought and all the emotional visitors, there's one thing that's always with you: your breath. It's our constant anchor. It's always happening right now, and it can always guide you back home when you feel lost. And this, right here, is probably the most liberating message of all. Mindfulness isn't a self-improvement project to fix something that's broken. It's really an act of self-acceptance. The whole practice is about remembering the wholeness that is already yours. So we end with the one question that this entire practice is really asking us. This very moment, right now, listening to this, feeling whatever you're feeling, this isn't a dress rehearsal. This is it. This is your life unfolding. So the only question left is, are you here for it?
And that's where we'll wrap up today's journey, my friend. I hope you're walking away not just with new ideas, but with a lighter heart and a clearer vision of the life you truly want to live. If you're ready to go even deeper, to uncover the hidden truths about life they never taught you, then I've created something special for you. My PDF, The Truth About Life You Were Never Told, is waiting for you with insights that can change the way you see everything. You'll find the link in the description box below. Just give a click and take the next step in your journey. Until next time, keep your heart open, your thoughts high vibe, and your soul curious. This is the High Vibes Podcast. If you like this episode, please subscribe so you don't miss out our coming videos. See you in the next one.